Right. So in our previous class, this is what we have seen or discussed. So we've seen how to create a package first. So the T code to create a package was SC80. So after creating the package, we can store all our custom workbench object in the package. Then we went through data dictionary. So data dictionary is the central repository which is used to create multiple data objects. So in that, the first data object that we've seen was the database table. Okay, database table. So we've tried to replicate a database table that is similar to this table, the employee table, wherein we have seen non-unique versus unique or primary versus non-primary fields. Okay, so we'll continue that today. Okay, I did not add any fields yesterday, so today I'll add those. Wait, sorry, 11. Okay, database table. This was a table that we created a before employee table. So just change this. Okay, I only added delivery maintenance and delivery class yesterday. That's nothing else. Okay, so today I'll add the fields. So the first field that I'll add is employee number. Okay, and I want to make it as a key field. Here initial means there is another field called initial. So mandatorily, if you are making any field as a key field, then check this checkbox. Okay. So what this initial means is, let's say I did not, while maintaining the data, while creating the entry, I did not give any value to this particular field. In that case, it will take a default value. Okay, depending upon the type, it will take a default value. What is a default value for every type? I'll tell you later. Okay, when we progress, you will understand all that. But for now, understand that if you're checking the key field checkbox, check the initial checkbox also. Done. Then there is something called data element. Okay, so the purpose of the data element is to provide a readable field label. Okay, a readable field label. It is used to give a field label in while maintaining the data. Okay, so I'll just give a data element name. ZAB, for example. So, right. emp underscore no. Done. So see, click enter. After giving the data element name, click enter. If the data element is already created in the system, then here you will get the length, coordinates, and short description. Data type also you'll get. But now we'll see what does it say. ZB4 underscore emp no is not active, right? So double click this data element. Okay. It says was changed. Do you want to save before exiting editing? So yes, I want to save it. It says one second, my mouse is not working. So now it says data element does not exist. Do you want to create the data element? Yes, I want to create the data element. So yes. Now fill the short description. I'll give employee number. So domain means domain is used to define the data type. Okay, what will be the data type? Means there are different data types available in the system. Data type specifies what kind of data will you be storing in it. Okay, I'll show that in a minute. So here we have to give a domain name. So you can give a different domain name or you can give a same name as your data element also. Both works. Okay. Then you see something, a field called tab called the field label here. So select this. Here you can give a short description kind of thing. Okay. The purpose of this you'll understand it when we maintain the data. Okay. If you're having doubt as in why should I maintain the field label, you will understand it when I maintain the data. Then I give EMPNO, employee number, employee number, employee number. Done. So go back to data type. I'll double click my domain. Okay, it says it's changed. Do you want to save? Yes, I want to save. So your wish, you can put it under a package or you can put it under a local object. So I want to put it under a package. So I'll select our package that we created yesterday. Okay, this is our package. Save. Done. Then it is asking for a transport request. This is the transport request I created yesterday. Okay, so I'll save it in the same TR. Done. Then create the domain. Yes. Okay. Same. Fill the short description. Then here you see data type. So there are many data types available in SAP, but you will not use all those data types. Okay. There are 5 to 6 data types that you will normally use. So we'll see those. So if I click F4 or this button, this is called search help. I told you this yesterday also, right? When we created the package. So this button is called search help or F4 help. Okay. So this button is used to see all the possible entries that we can give for this data type. Okay. Let me click this. See, these are all the possible entries that I can give for this particular field here, data type field. Okay. So here all, I know there are many ones. You don't need to remember these many. There are only 5, 6 that you have to remember that you will normally use every day. Okay. So first one, the most important one. Okay. First and most important one that you will normally use is char. Char. Okay. Character. So a character means it can hold a number, an alphabet, and a symbol. Anything. So basically every single key that is there on your keyboard can be used to store the data in character type. Okay, you can use an alphanumeric number and a symbol also. So you can put anything basically, your wish. You can put anything in a character. That character is the most widely used data type in SAP. Okay, even SAP standard objects also mostly will have character only. Okay, that is character. Then CLNT means client. So you know the client now already. So this client number when you log in to SAP, I told you client. So this client. This is that. If you want to create a client field in your table, then you have to use client CLNT. Okay, that is client. Then cookie and cur. These two are related to each other. So if you want to specify a currency field, okay, currency means salary or amount, transaction, cash, etc., etc. These kind of things, you have to specify it a currency field, currency and cookie field. So here currency means value like $10, etc. 10 here $10. If you're saying $10, so 10 is the value currency. Dollar is the currency key. Means dollar means it's a value, right? So US dollar, or if you say euro EUR, if you say Indian rupee INR, or if you say Japanese yen JPY, like that. Okay, like that. The currency key is called cookie and the value is called currency. Okay, done. Then all is nothing, not required at all. You will not use this at all. Done. Then DATS. DATS is used to specify the date. Okay, in this format. This is the default date format. Year, month, date. Okay, this is the default format. DATS. Then decimal. Decimal is used to declare a decimal value 1.234, 10.56, like that. Okay, if you want to declare a decimal value, then use this decimal. Done. So floating point number is also similar to decimal only, but floating point number means you will get an exponential value. Okay, if you know what is an exponential value, let me see if I'm having any. I'll try to show you if I can find any. Okay, see, observe this line number 5, purchasing document number. Here you see a number. See, ideally this is my number 45 and all zeros, but here instead of displaying 45 and all zeros, how is it displaying? Like this, correct? In this manner it is displaying E plus 09. So this is called exponential value, okay, or floating value. So if you want to declare a value in this format plus 909 like that, then use floating point number, simple. Okay, this FLTP. Okay, then geometry not required, then integer. Okay, so integer you will use in order to specify a number. Okay, only number you can specify by using an integer. So if you use, again, in integer we have different types. So int one means I can store a value of 0 to 255. Okay, so suppose let's say for this employee number, if I give integer, then that means I can only put either any value between 0 to 255. I cannot put a negative value. I cannot put a greater value than 255 also. Not possible. Similarly, into 2 will have minus 32,000 to 32,000. Any value between this, any value. Then into 4, any value between this large number. This is a pretty large number, so any value between this. So int 8 means it will be double of this number, almost double of this number. So that huge number you can't even accommodate in this short description, so it's not visible here. Okay, so normally in most scenarios, even if you do large calculations also, you will not go beyond into 4 mostly. Okay, even if you want to go beyond this number, see, this will be some hundreds crores something, this value will be some 100 crores. Okay, so you will definitely not have a number bigger than this. Even if you do so, go with int 8. Okay, you'll definitely not have any value greater than int 8. No, not a chance. Okay, then language. To store the language, you can use this language key. English, German, French, etc. You can store it in this language key. Okay, then numerical text. If you want to save a numeric means number, then use this. So integer and numeric are somewhat same. Then quantity. Okay, quantity and unit, both are correlating to each other again. Quantity and unit. Quantity means how much quantity did you order? 5 kg, 10 kg, 12 kg. So in this scenario, 5 kg, 5 is the quantity, kg is the unit. Okay, similar to currency. In currency, I said right, $10 or 10 yen or 10 rupees. So here 10 is the value, rupee is the key. So similarly here, 5 kg, 5 is the value and kg is the unit. Okay, then string. String means string is similar to character. The difference between character and string is, with character you have to specify the length of the character. Okay, how much length can it have? With string you don't need to specify the length, it will automatically take any length value. Okay, it can take any length value, you don't need to specify the length. Then temps is used to specify time. Okay, and this is the default format, hour, minute and second. Okay, hour, minute and second in this format. So these are the most widely used data types in SAP. Other than this, you will normally never see any other data types at all. Okay, so for now I want to select character. Why character means, this is an employee number, so employee number could have a value, it can have a number also. Okay, I mean, it can have a number, it can also have a alphabet also, anything it can have. So I'll choose character. Then see, it says number of characters, means what is the length of the character, how many characters can your employee number have. I'll say 10. So employee number cannot be more than 10. Okay, that is my constraint, that is a constraint that I am giving, that employee number should not be more than 10. Then activate. Okay, always make sure your objects are activated. Every single workbench object should be activated. If they are not active, you cannot use them. Okay, see, currently what is the state here? Active. If I go back, what is the state here? New. So but I said it should be active, right? So activate this also. Okay, activated. Similarly, go back. So see, now I have added this data element. See, I got data type as char, length as 10, short description. Right, whatever I filled inside my data element, those things came here. Okay, so similarly I'll add a few more fields to my table. So then I'll put emp underscore fname. It is not a key field. If I make it as a key field, that means two people cannot have same names. That's not right now. Two people can have same name. Employee first name. Done. So for this, I'll give same. I'll pick this. I'll put it here. The first name. Okay, and we'll go to the field label. Here I'll give emp fname Done. Data type again. I'll get into the domain. Yes. Save. Okay. Save. Create. Same description here. I'll go to data type. I'll choose again character, because character I can store anything. I'll use remaining ones also. Don't worry that I don't think like I'm only using character. Depending on situation, we'll use. Okay. I'll use currency and quantity fields also later. Okay. But for now, character. Okay. Number of characters. Again, I'll say 15. Decimal place is not needed. But for this, see, I'll check this tick box. Case sensitiveness, I'll check this checkbox. What is the purpose of this? You will understand when I maintain the data. Okay, at that time you'll understand it. So if I explain it now, you'll get confused. Okay, I checked this checkbox, save it. Done. Status is new, it should be inactive, activate. Done, activated. So again activate this also, enter. Then I added my second field also. So let me add remaining fields as well. emp underscore lname 84 underscore. Okay, not available. E, not R, E. Double click. Yes, yes. Instead of first, I'll put last. Okay. But what I'll do in this scenario is I'll do something different. Okay. Here, I'll not create a domain. I'll not create a domain, but instead I'll use built-in type. Okay, built-in type. Here directly I'll write char 15. Okay, directly I'm writing it off. Instead of creating a domain, I'm directly writing a built-in type, and I will not give a field label also. I will not even give a field label. Let's see what if I'll get any error. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if I activate this, activated. I did not get any error, correct? So I did not use a domain. I did not give a field label also for my last name. Okay, let's observe. So why I'm doing all this is I want to show you different scenarios of issues that you might get in future. So I'm covering up all the scenarios that you might get. Okay, then emp underscore gender. For gender, what I'll do, I'll not create a domain, I'll not create a data element also. Directly I'll write char 10. Then for emp underscore male also, I'll write char 10. Directly I'm writing it off. Okay, directly. No data element, no domain. Still I got it. Na? See, data type I've got 10. This I got 10. Description is not correct. I agree description is not correct, but you'll see there are more limitations when you use this. I will show you all the limitations one by one. Okay. Now that all this is done, just save your table. Okay. Then there is something called as technical settings. This is the last step of creating the table. Okay, last step. So select this button, technical settings. Then data class. Data class means again same how we have given earlier delivery class, same data class also. You have to specify what type of data you are storing. Okay, click on this F4 button again to see all the possible entries. Click. See, I've got these many entries: master data, transaction data, organization customizing data, and all these remaining data. Okay, in my case, it is customizing data because I will be maintaining the data manually. Yesterday, I gave you a huge lecture on what is every type of data, right? What is master data, what is transaction data, and all. So since mine is a customizing data, I'll just customizing data. Done. Then size category. So size category is used to specify the number of entries my table can have. Okay. So normally you will give 0, but okay, imagine. So in 0, what is the number of records it says? 0 to 5000. Correct. So let's say what if my entries go beyond 5000? It says 5100. So let's say I created the table now. After 3-4 years, my employees have increased. Instead of 5100, I've got 5101. Okay, one more employee got added. So it is beyond 5100, 5101, or let's say 5200. So in this scenario, what will happen means nothing will happen. SAP will still accept it. Even if your number of entries breach beyond this number also, nothing will happen. SAP can still store your values. No problem at all. Okay, but normally you will give 0 only. So let's pick 0 because normal real-time scenario is manually you will not add more than 5,000 records to a table. Mostly, most of the scenarios. But there are also scenarios where you can have more. But normally you don't. So I'll give 0. Okay, size category 0. Then buffering. Buffering means you will never use buffering in real time, especially in HANA systems, S4 systems. So buffering means, let's say this table that I've created is being used by multiple users, 10 users, 15 users, 30 users at a time. So when many users are using a same table at the same time, it will create a lag. It will create a performance lag on the system. So to avoid such performance issues, you will switch on the buffering. But it you will not do that in the HANA system because it's not at all needed in the HANA system. Okay, so you normally put it as buffering not allowed only. Okay, no, ignore the buffering. Then log changes. Log changes means whenever I make any change in the table, if I add an entry, if I delete an entry, anything, if I'm checking, changing, then those logs will be created here. Okay, logs will be created. For this table, I'll log the changes. Okay, I'm just simply checking the checkbox to see who made the change, what change was made, and all. Okay, just checkbox. I'll show you what this changes means in 10 15 minutes. You'll understand this more. Okay, this log changes. Then, then DB specific properties. This tab. See, this tab is only available in HANA server, not in ECC system. Not in ECC system. Only HANA system will have this tab. Okay. So what option do I have in this tab is this column store and row store. Okay. You remember the difference, right? ECC versus HANA. I said in ECC system, every table that you create or every table that is already existing is a row store table by default. Whereas in HANA system, every table that is there is a column store table, but you can change it to row store table if you want to. This is that. See, what is the default radio button that is selected already? Column store. But if I want to make it row store, I can make it. My wish. I can make it. Okay. Now, when to choose column store, when to choose row store. Important. Okay. See, normally you'll choose column store only, but again, let me tell you why. If your table is being used for extracting the data more than adding the data. Okay, imagine this employee table. If this employee table is used to see the data, or like let's say if you're maintaining the data every single day in this, okay, every day you're adding an employee, every day you're removing an employee, every day you're changing an employee. In this case, since your write operation is more, it's better to choose row store. But let's say if you're not adding an employee every day, maybe once in 3 months, once in 6 months, you're adding an employee into your table, but every day you are seeing your employee information, you are extracting the data from this table every day or every week. In that frequency you are doing it. So if the data read is more than data write, then choose column store. Okay, column store always. Go blindly. If your table is used to visualize the data more than what it is used to write the data, then choose column store. If data writing is more, then choose row store. Now, who will tell you whether it is data write or data display? Your end user should tell you. Okay, you should question this to your end user. What is the purpose of this table? Okay, they'll tell you if this table they have requested this table for data extraction purposes or data maintenance purposes, which is more between. So depending on that, choose appropriately column or row. I'll put it column for now. Okay, no problem. I'll put it column. Save it. Go back. Now activate the table. Table is active. Okay, so done. My job is done now. We have created the table. We have activated the table also. Any doubt up until this point? Anyone? regard.
What about that initial checkbox?
See, initial checkbox is used to give a default value to your field. While maintaining the data, if I do not give any value to your field, then this will pass a default value to it. The default value of character is space. You will see that in the document it is available already. Using this command. Okay, you see, for integer, what is the default value? 0. For float, 0.00. Like that. For character, it is space. Okay, so every data type will have a default value. You will get it in the document. Don't worry on that. So if you are not maintaining any data in this field, then it will take a default value. So the default value for character is space. I'll show you while maintaining the data. I did not add any data till now. While adding the data, I'll show you that. Okay, anyone else? Any doubt? Let me check the chat once. Okay, don't say anything in the chat also. Fine. Okay. Now I've created my table. Now how to see the data in the table? Okay, let's see. There are different ways to see the data in the table. But before we see the data in the table, there has to be a data in the table, correct? Agree or not? If there is no data in the table, then what you will see? Nothing. So next step is maintaining the data in the table. I've created the table. Next step is adding the data to a table. Now the prerequisite of adding the table data to the table is there has to be a TMG, table maintenance generator. Okay, now how to create it is simple, very simple, just one step. Okay, once you are inside your table, click this utilities and TMG. Here you see table maintenance generator. Just select this. Okay, then it says authorization group. Here you will have different authorization groups. Every project will have separate ones. Authorization group means it is used to restrict the users from adding the data, changing the data, deleting the data, and all. Okay, restrictions, authorizations, restrictions. So normally you will not give anything. It's mostly at the rate NC only. Okay, mostly it's at the rate NC. Means no authorization check is required. Everyone can maintain that data. Then under the function group, give the same table name here. Then choose one step with one overview screen. This is standard. Always you must use this only. One step with overview screen as one. Always. Then standard recording routine and no user recording routine. This is important. Okay. Standard recording routine means when I am trying to save any data to my table, then it will ask for a transport request. Okay. When I add any data to my table, in that case, it will ask for a transport request. No user recording routine means it will not ask for a transport request. Okay. When to choose standard, when to choose user. Simple. If pay attention, very important, it will come up in your interview also. If your user says that they want the flexibility to maintain the data directly in production system, okay, or directly in quality system, then in that case blindly choose no user recording routine. But if your user says that no, the data should be aligned or the data should be consistent in all the systems, the data should be same in development, quality, and production system, in that case choose standard recording routine. Okay, I'll repeat. If your user is requesting you that they want the flexibility to maintain the data directly in production system, then choose no user recording routine. If they ask you that the data should be consistent in all the systems, choose standard recording routine. Simple. Now hit create. Okay, after filling all the details, hit create button here. Okay, it is again asking for a package. Give the same package. Save, save, tr, save. Again one more save. So it will take few seconds to generate. Done. Request completed successfully. Okay, now get out. Done. Now my table has a TMG. So if I'm having a TMG, that means I can maintain the data by using SM30. There is a T code called SM30. So if I open the T code, SM30. See, all this is there in your document. Don't worry. Okay, every single step that I'm doing here is available in your document already. Okay, see transparent tables, bold tables, cluster tables, all this. Then what is a domain? What is a mandatory field? What is a search help? F for help, I've shown you. Table screenshot. What is a key field? What is initial value checkbox? Why is it used? Steps to create a database table. All the steps. Then steps to create a data element. Steps to create domain. Steps to create table entries. TMG that I just used. Table maintenance generator. And how to create the TMG. How to maintain the custom table. So this is what we are doing now. In between, I did not cover some topics. I know that. I did not cover SE11. This all this executing the table I did not cover. Downloading I did not cover. This also I did not cover. Because for covering these, I'll need data in my table. Okay, that is why. Currency and quantity field also I did not cover. So for this, I'll create a new table. In that new table, I'll show you currency and quantity field separately. Okay. So now we are at this phase. Steps to maintain the custom table or maintenance view. Okay. So this is the T code. SM30 is the T code. So this is the T code. See what is the T code here? SM30. Correct? SM30. So now I'll hit edit. On this table, I'll hit edit. You're getting a pop-up. This is called table is cross-client. I'll tell you how to fix this also in a minute. Okay. Why this pop-up is coming up, I'll tell you. Continue, no problem. Hit enter, it will get in. This is just information message. Done. Okay. But something's not right here. I'm having employee number, employee first name. What are these? Plus symbols on top. Not correct. Right? For these two, I'm getting a header, but for these, I'm not getting the headings. The reason for this is the field label. See, for first data element, I gave field label. For second data element also, I gave a field label. But for third data element, did I give field label? No. For employee last name, I did not give a field label at all. Correct? So here you see, I'm not getting a heading. This is the limitation of not giving the field label. Okay, I'll make change here. Now I'll add it. EMP L name. Done. Activate this again. Get out. So now I have activated my last name. So now, okay, let me activate the table also once more. Done. Table is also active. Now we are sure that my domain is the data element is active. It is having the field label. My table is also active. Done. But if I come back, is it there? No, it's not there. Okay. Common mistake that most of the people makes. They think that they'll make the change in the table and they'll feel like it should be reflected in the TMG. It will not reflect. Okay, because when you created the TMG, Last name didn't have the field label. Now we have added that field label, but we did not regenerate the TMG. Correct? The TMG that you created already is not flexible enough to take up new changes. Okay, new change that you did just now will not be taken up by the older TMG. So we have to regenerate the TMG. Okay. How to do that? Simple. Go back again, utilities, TMG. Click on the pencil symbol. Change. Okay, change. So what change did I did? I did some field level change. Okay, so I'll select the checkbox field, hit OK. Then see, change generation elements. What do you want to generate? I want to generate overview screen, single screen. The field that I modified is a non-field, normal field, not a key field. So normal field, hit OK. See, it says will be deleted and recreated. That's what I want. Okay. Okay. Done. Out. Go back. Let me run this T code once more. Slash in SM30. Edit. There. We got it. Employee last name. Okay. But what about these two? I did not even create a data element for these two. Correct. At least for employee last name, I created the data element, so I was able to give a field label. But here, there is no data element at all. So there is no way I can give a field label. If I want to give a field label for these, then I have to create these data elements. Okay, no other option. I have to create the data elements. See, gb4 underscore gender. Double click. Yes, yes. I'll again choose a built-in type. Why, I'll tell you later. You'll understand this at a later point of time, maybe 2-3 days later, not now. Okay, I'll again give some like tab type. I'll give, sorry, char 10. Sorry, what is this? My keyboard. Okay, char 10. Then field label, I'll put gender, 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 gender. Done. Activate. Activated. Back. My table is inactive, so activate the table also. Done. Table is also activated. Now, will it reflect? Will it reflect? No, because I again made a table level change, but I generated the TMG before making this change. So I again have to regenerate my TMG. No other option. You have to do it. Okay. So utilities, TMG again hit edit. Okay. Again, some field level I changed. So I want to regenerate all these two with a normal field. Hit OK. Enter, enter. It will regenerate. Done. Now get out. Edit. There. We've got it. Okay, so I'll not maintain for mail because I'll keep this as a reference for you people to to make you understand that if you don't give a data element, you will not get the field label. Okay, any doubt till now? Anyone? See chat. Okay, no messages in chat also. Fine. So now that I have regenerated my TMC, let me maintain the data. Okay, so to maintain the data, okay, I'll again come from first screen. So SM30 screen, edit, then click on this new entry button. New entries, because I want to add an entry. New entry I want to add. So new entry. Here give some employee number. 1, 2, 3 I will give. Okay. I'll give something. Nature Rahul. Sorry. Okay. Burma. Male. Okay. Okay. I'd only. Oh, okay. See, the problem with this is what is the length that I gave for male? 10. Because of this, I'm not getting. I cannot maintain go beyond 10. Another limitation. Okay. If you feel like what is the purpose of length, this is the purpose of length. If you give less length, then you cannot maintain large text. I want to maintain .com, but com I cannot give because it's already 10. Count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I cannot give more than 10 letters in this because I specified the length as only 10 here. Okay. If you want to make a change, then you have to increase this. Let me increase it. I'll make it 20. Activate this. Again, I made a change in table level. So what I have to do? Regenerate my DMG. This is a common step. Every person has to do it. Done. Then edit. Okay, now I can maintain a larger value. So I'll give same 1, 2, 3, Rahul, Verma. How I'm getting reset entries, click on space on your keyboard. When you click space, you will get the reset entry. Okay, on your keyboard, click space. Then you will get the reset entry like this. .com. Done. So let me add one more. 2, 3, 4. Swati, metal, female, 2, 3, 4, gmail.com. 3, 4, 5. Done. I have 3 entries now. Okay, if I save it, what is it saying? Prompting for a TR. Okay, see, prompting for a TR. Okay, the minute I clicked on save, it is asking for TR. Okay, so give the TR, transport request. Done. So data is saved. My data is saved. Okay, now let's understand the concept of key field. Okay, see, I'm having 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5. None of the values are repeating here. Correct? None of the values are repeating. Now let me add one more entry. I'll add one more 1, 2, 3. I'll add some other name, not Rahul, but let's say I'll add something else. Anil. Okay. Sharma. Mail. I'll give some random mail ID. .com. So I try to I'm trying to maintain one more entry here with same employee number. See what happens now. Save. What's happening? An entry already exists with the same key. Error. Why? Because 1, 2, 3 is already there. So I cannot maintain one more 1, 2, 3. Not possible. Okay. But if I change it 5, 6, 7, which is not there in my system, in my table, hit enter, saved. Okay, 1, 2, 3 was giving me error, but the minute I changed the value, it took it. Okay, this is what is a key field. Because this is a key field, employee number is what? A key field, no? That's why. Okay. Let's say I don't maintain any key field. Okay, I leave it blank. 1 minute. Okay. So I'll make Anjali some value. I'll give again gmail.com something done. If I save it again, see, it took a default value na here. This is initial. Initial means this. So space you can't see. How you can see space? You can't see space. Huh? Now that's why you cannot see anything here. Okay, so like this is called initial value checkbox. But if you try to maintain one more like this, it will give you error. Okay, I'll not give any surname because I want to show you that it is optional. You don't need to. Done. If I hit enter now, see error. Why error? Because I already have a space. I cannot have one more space. Here already I gave one space for Anjali. For Anjali there is space. Value is space. For Sandhya I can again cannot give value as space. Not possible. That's what. Now it will accept. Okay. Even if you don't give it also, it's fine. No problem. Okay. This is how you maintain the data. Any doubt in the TMG or table maintenance? Anyone? Okay, but there is something very weird in this screen. Try to observe what is that. In the data, there is something very odd. Okay, see. Look at my employee first name. How is the data? Look at my employee last name. How is the data? Look at remaining all the three, all the two or three. How is the data? And look at the first name. In the first name, I am able to give both capital and small letters, but the rest of the fields only capitals, right? Here I gave both capital and small, but here I cannot give that, right? See, if I add a new entry also, what I will do? Something, okay, 976. How am I giving the data? First capital, then small, first capital, then small, first capital, then small. Here everything in small. Correct? This is how I gave my input. But the minute I save it, what did SAP do? It converted these three to capitals. But it did not convert this to capital. Why? Reason for that is, see, case sensitive checkbox. If I go into my first name, if I open the domain, in the domain I checked this checkbox, case sensitive, right? Because of this checkbox, I can maintain the data both in capital and small, both uppercase and lowercase I can maintain. Okay, but for last name, what did I do? I did not even create a domain. Okay, so if you feel like what is the purpose of creating a domain when I can directly give a built-in type like this, the purpose or the benefit of giving a domain is you will get case sensitiveness. Okay, if you want case sensitiveness, you have to create a domain only. You cannot use built-in type. Okay, so that's the benefit of domain. The purpose of domain is to give a data type, but the benefit of domain is you will get case sensitiveness by a domain. Okay, same. Since there is no domain, I cannot make them case sensitive. Done? Any doubt? I'll take it as a no. But okay, I think we've got 53. 54, okay, only 5 minutes. Fine. So why am I getting this pop-up? This pop-up I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay, how to fix this pop-up. Caution, the table is cross-client. Although I'm able to maintain the data, I'm able to activate the data, I'm able to see the data and all, but still, why am I getting the pop-up when maintaining the data? What does it mean? How to fix it? How to remove it? I'll show you this tomorrow. Okay, so I don't. Okay, fine, that's it. Okay, and one more again reminding you that if you haven't completed your registration yet, please do complete it quickly because see, I am already creating things under SAP. So it's better to keep up with the current syllabus always, or else you will end up in having backlog syllabus. Okay, every day I'm showing you something new. So if you are not practicing that topic on that day itself, it might create a backlog and you might feel overwhelmed with many things to focus upon, because some of you are already employed. Okay, so managing your work and also practice and training classes, it's going to be a little, challenging. That's why it's better to do everything on that day itself, so that you will be less burdened. Okay, if you postpone your, practice sessions to tomorrow or day after tomorrow like that, you will have to practice 3 classes worth subject in one day. Okay, that's going to be more overwhelming for you. That's why. Okay, so please do complete your registration so we can get you the access. So again, because it takes 2 days for us to create, IDs for you people, we have to reach out to the server team and they'll have to give it to you. So it's going to take some time. That's why. Okay, I know some of you are registered already. The people who haven't registered yet, you'll get it after registration. Okay, the people who registered already, please wait for 1-2 days more. We will raise the bulk request to the server team to get you the access IDs. Okay, 2 more days, maybe 1 or 2 more days. After that, we'll raise a bulk request. Okay, so before we wind up, anyone want to say something? Any doubt?